Hey again! So, if there's one thing that's true about tarot reading, it's that everybody wants to know about relationships. So, I'm going to do another pick a card, pick a pile reading on relationships. um, Usually my focus with these is on sacred connections. There's different names. This can be any kind of, it's still, yeah, I'm gonna say like spiritual connections, or like whether or not this connection you're in is like a spiritual connection, and that can mean soulmates, twin flames, just some sort of sacred companion, whatever. But also just take these as they resonate for you. So anyway, getting to it. First pile, we have this aqua quartz, very spiritual crystal. Very much helps you get in touch with any sort of deep spiritual whatever. So yeah, connects with your guides, all that good stuff. First pile. Second pile is the tangerine quartz. This is a stone that has to do with, creativity and desire. It's not just straight up like a relationship stone, but I'm just kind of telling you some of the properties of these to see if that helps you or rings a bell for any reason. So, tangerine quartz, number 2. Number 3. This is a cool piece I got recently. This is a piece of fluorite. It's an octahedron. They actually grow in octahedrons, which I think is really cool, but these are helpful for stress, anxiety. They help ground you. They help you integrate your mind and body. So there you go for pile 3, and we will get started. So pile 1, aqua quartz. Let's find out what your relationship message is right now. Also, Jupiter is in retrograde right now. The big planets they're in retrograde for a big chunk of their time, of their cycle around the Earth anyway, so it's not like a big change your life transit, but it is a time of kind of reviewing and looking at past experiences and seeing what we've learned from them. It's in Sagittarius, so it's going to affect our beliefs as well. So I feel like this relationship stuff, those themes are going to be involved right now, so. Ooh, this first one is, everything's upside down, which usually during Mercury retrogrades, which are far shorter, I get a lot of upside down cards. The Jupiter retrograde is going to last a lot longer, so this could just be an indication of, this is the beginning of that for you, and it's going to be kind of a road ahead. Not every single card's reversed, actually. The first one isn't, but it's not a fun card. It's a very gruesome and stressful card. So yeah, starting you off, not so good, unfortunately. This is stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, whatever's going on with you and the connection that you're asking about. You're stressed out, super stressed out. Probably not sleeping well, probably overthinking things. So that's where we're starting off. Fun! Next card we have is upside down. 8 of Wands, 8 of Spears in this deck. That has to do with communication and quick action. Things happening fast. And that is upside down. So I think that communication is not happening and things are not happening fast. And you're stressed out about it. Yikes. So, next, Queen of Cups reversed. It's amazing how many court cards I've had come up in readings today. In every single reading there's been a court card. So, I don't know, I'm not saying that everyone's dealing with relationship stuff. With some people it's their personal self is getting an overhaul. But in this case, Queen of Cups, that is Cancer. Yes, Cancer. So if you are a Cancer, or if the person you're asking about is a Cancer, or either one of you has Cancer qualities, this is the personality that's coming up. Cups can have to do with love as well, so we're asking about relationships. It's not surprising that that came up. But because she is reversed, this is usually someone who really understands emotions and really is good about expressing themselves and nurturing people. It's a very mothering energy. But since she's reversed, that's not happening. I would consider this more like the smother mother, you know, not the good mothering energy, not the good love energy, emotional instability. Either this is you or this is someone else. I feel like reading this that this is the other person. Whatever relationship you are dealing with, it's maybe not the best right now, at least. Honestly, the whole thing to me doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel great. And, okay, moving on. Upside down, also, we have the owl. The owl sometimes has to do with some blessing or a boon that's coming to you, but this one is reversed, so I want to see the imbalanced energy of the owl, what that is. The thing about owls, and it's an air card here, it's wisdom, so something is wrong with the information involved here. Abundance, clairvoyant, and treasures. When out of balance, money quarrels, and scarcity. So Jupiter is in retrograde. It has a lot to do with that idea of fortune and treasure and money and stuff. So during this retrograde, you might be dealing with money issues. Maybe money issues and money issues related to your relationship. That's what's kind of creating some tension. I feel like looking at this that there's a lot more tension besides money, honestly. I feel like maybe that's how a lot of this is manifesting right now, but I feel like overall this connection doesn't look great. Sorry. If you're someone who is like stressed out, maybe because you're thinking of getting out of this connection, probably a good idea. I don't always feel that strongly about these one way or another, but this is just like not seeming great to me. Yeah, I think that that's what that's about, is money issues and lack of wisdom in this situation, one way or another. Okay, last card I got here is Lady of the Harvest, upside down. So, not a harvest. I think this connection is not abundant. I don't think you should stay in it. It doesn't seem good. I'm going to read more about this harvest. Ladies of the Harvest. Completion, grief, loss, harvest, released. Release. I'm having a lot of trouble with words today. They're coming out really fast. I'm getting the messages pretty clearly, really quickly, so bear with me. Completion, though. Completion, grief, loss, harvest. Release. Oh, I think you have to release things. This is about you have to release things to move forward. So it might be this relationship or this person. When we block the liberating energy of the lady, we may refuse to accept a loss or cling to outgrown pains, traumas, or limiting ideas. We may deny reality. Yeah, I think that you're staying in a relationship you should not be in. Shock and denial are the first stage of grief, but we need to move on past that to eventually gain a healthy balance in the present. If we stay in denial, the grief cannot heal. Denial can be the denial of reality or the denial of our feelings. Either one prevents us from moving on to healing. The universe moves on. We have no choice really but to move on with it. Twisted, the energy of release can move in various directions. One possibility can be the letting go program, an automatic process like a computer program where we compulsively push away things we actually want and need. Another twist on this is to turn away from the things in our lives that give us satisfaction, fulfillment, or joy, because we cannot have the one thing we want. So it seems reasonable to have nothing at all. This kind of sulking can easily be carried to an extreme. The destructive mode of release can be summarized by the bumper sticker saying, if you love something, let it go. If it doesn't come back, hunt it down and kill it. Yikes. This is the if I can't have it, no one will attitude. Yikes. Okay, so I don't necessarily think this has to be your attitude. This Queen of Cups person might be the one who is being like this. And maybe you want to go, maybe you do want to leave, but they're hanging on and they're making it difficult somehow, or you feel obligated to stay, and there is this attitude is, their attitude, I feel like, is if I can't have it, no one else will. Like, that's just how I'm feeling. Maybe that is you. Maybe you feel that way, and you're not parting with something because you don't want someone else to have it. You're breaking your own toys so no one else can play with them. You know, like, I just see what resonates. So yeah, either or you could be doing both. You could be staying in a situation that's not right to stay in because you feel obligated or something for some reason, and then you're pushing away the things that you really want. So that's no good. I think that during this retrograde you're going to be looking at all that. I don't know if you're going to be out of it yet. It's up to you. It's up to you if you're going to get out of this situation. But, yeah, you need to release what you don't need or what's not serving you and welcome in what is serving you and things you do need. So there is your message. I just clarified it really quick while I was sitting here. I was like, I'll grab another card. We got the B upside down, which is like busy, busy bee. You might be overworked. Money problems. This relationship is not great. That's a lot of crap. So don't overthink things. Don't overthink the details. This can be like overhyping the details. If it's not right, get out. I know that's easier said than done, but that's what's here. You're super stressed out, and you're not moving because you're stressed out, and someone's trying to hold you in place, possibly. But it's time to go. If that totally doesn't resonate with you, if you're in a situation where it's actually good and that's not really what you're feeling, what's going on there maybe is going on in yourself. Like, you need to release something in order to heal, and that will better serve your relationship, and maybe this person is just in a bad place, and you're dealing with some difficulty. I don't know. What I said in the whole reading right now, though, is what was coming through for me, so see what you think. Okay. Also, like, subscribe to my channel, send me messages, comment. I have a Facebook page where I do longer readings. I have an Instagram where I do weekly astrology reports and other fun stuff. And I do personal readings, and I have a PayPal, and all the information's in the description box, and also in my About section. So yeah, thanks a lot. Alright, moving on to pile number 2. I almost couldn't remember which one, but it's the tangerine quartz is number 2. Alright, let's see what your relationship reading is for right now. Oh my goodness, we got some more reversals. First thing that's jumping out of me at me is the cosmic egg, and it's upside down. Usually these cards I don't read reversed, but today I'm just going with it. This doesn't have a specific reversed reading in the book, but it has to do with completion of a cycle. It has to do with learning your lesson, getting everything you need to move forward, but it's upside down, so I think those things are not quite done yet. I think that this can also mean it's not over. It's not over till it's over, whatever situation. If this is a relationship, which what we're talking about, it's not over yet. It's not complete. We're not at completion. We have the undressing of a salad. Whatever situation you are in or asking about, this has to do with all the pieces have to come together exactly, correctly, in the right order at the right time. So, it might not be as quick as you want it to be, but it has to be right. And the details have to be right. You have to know where everything is and where it's going. So, you have to keep it in balance. So, I think that that's why this isn't over yet, because everything has to come together exactly right. I'm going to look up that card really quick also and see if there's something else I need to tell you. Balance, avoiding extremes, achieving the impossible, being impossible, yay! I always forget that about this card, and I always need to read it, and then I'm always happy when I read that part. Things are in motion, and the outcome is impossible to predict. A cool head is required to deal with this, as in a readiness to jump in whatever direction seems appropriate. Yeah, so it ain't over till it's over, and you won't know till it happens. You gotta just chill out and be vigilant. Exercise cool judgment while staying ready for the unpredictable. That's fun. I actually like that kind of energy. Like you're just ready for anything. You're not moving, you're calm, but you're ready. Sudden changes of fortune may appear good or bad, but they are in flux and can be rechanneled if necessary. Develop poise, stay calm. You can come out a winner here, but it is likely to take concentrated effort. Use power with delicacy and discretion. So, I feel like in the last pile someone was in a relationship. This one might be like pursuing a relationship, possibly. And this is just like stick to it. Stick to it. Stay calm. Don't come on too strong. Don't overdo it. But yeah, it's coming together. It's not over, it's coming together, it's gonna take time. Same card as in the last reading but this is a different deck. 9 of Swords. The last pile got 9 of Swords too. You folks are stressed the fuck out. We have 2 piles here where people are like so stressed out. Probably not sleeping. Overthinking. About all this stuff, I would say here. I think this person is pursuing someone else, and, they are stressed out about it. Let's see. 8 of Cups. This is kind of good, honestly. It's reversed, but I don't think that's a bad thing. 8 of Cups has to do with walking away. So if I turn this the other way, this is someone who's walking away from a situation. They built something, but it wasn't right, and they're walking away. But that's upside down. Just like how it's not over. I think this is a situation that, even if it's not new, like a new pursuit of a new person, because it looks like there was something built that almost someone might have thought of walking away from, but didn't. There might be some sort of history here, but you're hanging on to it. You're stressed out about it, and you're trying to find balance and have all the pieces fit together, but you are sticking it out because you know this is the right thing to do. Even though the Cosmic Egg was upside down, it's a really amazing, super, super spiritual card of completion and unity and stuff. I would say this reading could be like any of these readings. Well, no, I'm not going to say that. This reading, I think, could be a twin flame reading. This one looks like you're moving towards some sort of really good completion. It's just going to take time. And there's just a lot of stress, and you probably need to breathe through it a little bit. The last card, I left this for the last, but it's kind of important. We have the Tower. Yikes. So, this goes along with this stressful energy. Like, really stressed out because the Tower. Really stressed out because the Tower. And so I feel like I'm getting 2 scenarios here. One of them, I'll give you the one that's not so positive, actually, that just came through. This might be some big kind of shitty event that happened that stressed you out and is making it difficult for you to complete something. You're not able to walk away from something that maybe you should walk away from because of this chaos that's happening right now and it's stressing you out. But if the chaos is happening, that means even though it's violent right now, it's gonna pass. You're gonna get through it and figure out where you need to go. You're just in the stressful time right now. Before this, I was thinking this looked positive, and so I'm going to give you the positive one too, which I think, again, it's 2 scenarios, so just see what feels right to you. If you just went through some horrible shit that's making it difficult for you to leave a situation, that's one thing. This seems like a breakthrough that made you realize you didn't want to walk away from a situation, which is quite different. Like, this completion could be a really good completion that you're moving forwards towards, that all the pieces need to fit together, but realizing that that's what's happening could have been a major breakthrough for you. And it could have been a really positive breakthrough, but still really jarring. So, pile 2 Could be a twin flame reading, could not be. If you don't know what twin flames are, it's kind of like a ridiculous idea of a thing that I didn't believe in for a really long time, but my version of what I think it is two very resonant, spiritually connected people that may or may not be romantically involved, but just have a really similar resonance to who they are as people, and they're kind of connected because their love between the two of them, it creates a love that goes beyond the two of them and kind of helps raise the vibration of the world around them. It's like a spiritual path two people are walking together. So, especially we have the flame here, and we have two kind of flames there in the picture even. So if you are thinking you're on that kind of spiritual path with someone, there could have been a revelation, you around to realizing that that's a thing. And then alternatively, it could be a revelation that is just some chaos in your life that's stopping you from leaving a situation. So I hope it's the positive one. I hope it's like a really wonderful breakthrough that's bringing you into the situation you want, and you're just stressed out about all the pieces fitting together. But in that case, there's just more work to do, and you will get there. So, hope that resonated. I have a Facebook where I do longer readings that are general. I have an Instagram where I do astrology readings and stuff. I mean, I do a weekly thing, and I sometimes have extra stuff, tidbits up there. The Cro-Magnon on Instagram and Facebook. I have a PayPal, and I do personal readings, so shoot me a message, leave a comment, like, subscribe. Thanks for listening. Now I'm moving on to pile 3, which is the fluorite octahedron. Fluorite helps with stress, anxiety. It helps you integrate your upper and lower spiritual energy centers, like connecting your mind to your body or to the earth. I really like these guys. They really can help you integrate your intuitive abilities if you have them, and keep you grounded in the process. So, anyway, pile 3. Let's see what your relationship reading is. Okay, right away. Someone is real metally and squirrely. I like the octopus as an animal. In this deck, it's not as positive as it is in other types of, I don't know, in other symbolism you find for octopus. This is kind of about not good boundaries. This is someone like having their tendrils all over, out and around in places that they don't need them to be and that they're not necessary for them to be. I think the positive side of this is being very inquisitive. Octopi are very curious and they like to learn. But a lot of times this person is just like all up in people's business and meddling with shit. So either you're doing that or someone's doing that to you. And this is a relationship reading. This octopus, I don't know if it's someone in the relationship or outside of it that's meddling. Honestly, it could be either one. We have temperance upside down, so there's a lack of balance here. Or there's two meanings that temperance can mean when it's upside down. One is that you don't have enough balance in your life, whether that's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or all of them. Or it can mean the heat's being turned up on you by the spirits, and you can't learn what you're supposed to learn until you really, really get put through the ringer a little bit. So it doesn't look horrible here right now for you, but that could be on some level what's happening. Maybe you're going through some difficulty that's really like purifying you in some way, but it's not super fun the whole time, although this doesn't look terrible. We have the 7 of Cups upside down. And there's multiple meanings for this one too, like this reading could go a couple of different ways. 7 of Cups upright would have to do with fantasizing about someone. That can be a big one. It could mean illusion, like not seeing the situation clearly. It can mean having a lot of different options over like relationships and where to go and who to be with. Yeah, it can mean, hey, you have so many possibilities, you just have to pick one. It's upside down. So upside down could have to do with breaking out of illusions. It could be with like, this cup doesn't look that way, but there's another deck I have where it's like one cup is the special cup. Like, there is one correct option, and when it's upside down, sometimes you know which one it is. Sometimes you're not looking at options now. You know. Like, if this is, like, we're talking about relationships, maybe you had lots of options for who to be with until now, and now you know who that is. And the card I'm seeing here, which I think might represent them, is this Daughter of Pentacles. Daughter of Pentacles is the Page of Pentacles. It's a very innocent, new energy, and a lot of times it has to do with starting something in the physical, starting a new thing physically, and someone being involved, someone bringing some new physical offer in. And the feeling I'm getting from this is not always that it's a person, but I feel like this is a person. There's someone with like a sweet, innocent energy there that I think is your person. It could be you, it could be them. And I think maybe you know that's who the one is. Or for now. The one for now, whatever your situation is. We have the Piper. And I think this does just have to do with, at least partially, actually making music. So if you, I mean, I'm a musician, I have a lot of musician friends, so it's not like totally far-fetched that someone who plays music would be maybe watching this. I don't remember what else it is to know about the Piper, so I'll look that up. But yeah, the feeling I'm getting from this one is, could be the beginning of a new relationship, but there's some interference, possibly by another person. Either that, or you are reaching too far into someone's boundaries, but I don't feel that way. I feel like the octopus person might be outside of the relationship. There's some sort of squirrely, meddling energy in there. And you're trying to find balance. And know the right option to take. This reading is not coming through as perfectly clear as the other ones were either. So I think this octopus thing is kind of scrolling the energy up. There's just a lot of mixed stuff happening here. Yeah, the Piper. Music. Music, order, harmony, seduction, empathy. Yeah, because I thought that, like, it's like the Pied Piper, so it could have a seductive kind of energy. So, I don't know. I'm going to sit with this for a minute and try to see who would be the one in this situation that's doing that. To get what you want, the Piper recommends that you try polite requests and gentle, patient persuasion, and then wait, quietly welcoming for it to come to you. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Yeah, if you think of the Pied Piper and you're like supposed to be like trying to get this like little animal towards you, you have to be gentle and you have to be soft and you have to be like putting your stuff out there and waiting. You don't want to scare away the little deer. That's what's happening. This person is trying to get this little animal to come over to them, and they don't want to make any sudden moves. So, that's really funny. It's just like, yeah, be chill about it. Stay cool. And this little one's perking up their ears. They're listening. So you're like, starting something new, but you just gotta keep it cool. Seek harmony and tranquility in yourself and in the world around you. Use tenderness and gentleness. This card speaks of a time of harmony, creativity, and increasing order. So I think that there is creativity involved with this too. It might have to do with you expressing yourself creatively. If you are a musician, it could be another, like, it could be that you're trying to, you know, draw someone in with your art, or it could be someone else that does the art too. So it could be like a cooperation with music. That can totally be a thing. Time to pay attention to the subtlety of others' expressions of feelings and ideas. Yeah, this is all very subtle. Look past the surface and listen as you would to a beguiling melody on the very edge of hearing. This guy also plays melodies in our dreams, so it's actually been really good to pay attention to your dreams lately. Make notes as soon as you wake up, because you will forget everything otherwise. It's also a good time to be aware that others may be listening to us with sensitivity and clarity, so much so that they may hear what we are truly saying more clearly than we do ourselves. That's cool. That's a good message. Instead of like, oh, people are hearing what they want to hear. People actually might really be listening to you and hearing you better than you're hearing yourself. So that's very nice to, like, someone can see you authentically. That's a wonderful thing. This card may also signify musical talent or ability, or it may be suggesting that the use of music is in some way important at the present time. Like I said. I like that. Music related. That's cool. Some sort of squirrely energy in there. I'm saying squirrely even though it's an octopus, but that's the feeling. I'm gonna look that up again and just... Reaching, yearning, lacking boundaries and direction. Yeah. Needy, clingy, lacks courage. This results in well-intended but messy relationships. Octopus entwines itself in other people's business because they think that's what it means to be close. If you notice after spending time with someone you feel drained or uneasy, the essence of the octopus is at play. Yeah, so someone might be draining you and might be all up in your business, and you're trying so hard, like, they're all up in your shit while you're trying to just, like, coax this little animal over towards you and not scare it away. And this person's kind of messing it up a little bit, so you might have to see if you feel drained around someone and you have to let that go. But I think you're out of the illusions and you know, like, who this person is, and you're trying to find balance. It's just like, this is like, keep your cool, try to get away from people that are messing it up for you. And possibly this has to do with music and expressing yourself. So, I'm not getting more information than that about this. There's something mysterious about this one. It's shrouded a little bit in mystery. But I think if you're trying to get someone's attention, you have gotten their attention. Look. You have their attention. You just gotta stay cool and you gotta be balanced about it. But otherwise it looks good. So, try to get out of anyone else's influence around you and just do what feels right to you while staying calm and collected, not freaking the other person out. So yeah, I hope that resonated. Like, share, subscribe. I have Facebook, The Cro-Magnon, where I do other readings for free. I have an Instagram where I do astrology and other fun stuff. Check those out. I have a PayPal. Please message me for personal readings and comment and all that stuff. So, yeah, thanks for